fish on. Well, hello folks. Today we're going to be making some fresh garden salsa. Boy, this stuff is really good. I got some fresh tomatoes from the garden that I'm going to use. I don't have a whole lot of them, so I'm going to add some petite diced tomatoes to add to it. Make it go further. But the fresh tomatoes really add a lot of flavor to it. So some of the ingredients we're going to have is onions. We got jalapeno pepper. We're going to add some of a little olive oil, cilantro. And seasoning wise is that Mrs. Wages makes a great season for salsa. This one's a hot salsa seasoning, but I wouldn't really consider it too hot, so I'm going to add, I like it pretty hot, so I add a little chili paste to it as well to add a little more heat to it. I usually add some garlic pepper, some lime juice, some of the It's Incredible seasoning to it, and that's about it. So let's get started. Okay, so what we got here is about a half an onion, good size onion we're going to use. I'm going to cut this up. Dice it. I like to dice it up pretty fine. But if you like bigger chunks or smaller chunks, just do it accordingly. Okay, so we got our can of diced tomatoes in we got that in the bowl. Put our onions in. Now we're going to cut up our jalapeno. Remove the membrane in there. You can keep the seeds, or I like to put some of the seeds in the mix. Gives it a little more spiciness, but if you don't like the seeds, you can take them out if you're making a milder one. And then we'll cut these up real fine too. Alright. Then we'll stick this in our bowl. Now we'll move on to our tomatoes. Cut them up. You can cut them up as big or as small as you want. If you want more of a chunky type salsa, or you can cut them real fine. It's up to you. All taste the same. these fresh tomatoes really give it a homegrown tomatoes. I mean, there's no comparison between that and store-bought. If I had enough tomatoes, I would do the whole thing without putting that can in there, but the can just adds a little more base to it, and it stretches a little further. But like in the winter time, I'll make this without, you know, obviously you don't have fresh tomatoes in the winter time, but I'll just get a little box of cherry tomatoes, grape cherry tomatoes, and cut them up and put it in with the canned diced tomatoes. It's pretty good. It's not as good, but it's still good. Way better than store-bought, man. I got to the point where I can't even eat a store-bought salsa. They're so... It doesn't even taste as good. Right here I got one of these heirloom tomatoes. More of a... Cut the tough spot out of it. I mean, they're really juicy. They call this one a Cherokee Purple, and it's my favorite. And it's so, tastes so good. Okay, so we'll put some more of that in the mix. Got about 5 more put in there, cut up. Man, I can't wait. Been waiting to, we've had a couple tomatoes, ate a couple out of our garden, but haven't really had enough to make salsa yet. I was just dying to make some, so it's like I gotta make some. I like cutting them up like this better. I've tried like putting them in a mixer or whatever and mixing it all up, but it just don't taste the same. See, I like to dice them up like that. I guess you'd call it a chunky style, but it's really, really good. Okay, so that was the last of our tomatoes. Got all that in there. So far we got our canned tomato in there. We got all our tomatoes in there. We got onions. We got a jalapeno so far. Now we're going to work on our seasoning. God, it even smells good already. Okay, we'll get to our seasoning. Like I said, I like to use this Mrs. Wages salsa seasoning. I just gotta go by feel. You can add as much or as little as you want. Kind of put some in and for taste it. Add more if you want it. Can't take it out, so I don't put too much in. Okay, so we got our Mrs. Wages in. We're gonna put a little garlic pepper in. We're going to put some of our It's Incredible seasoning in. We're going to put some of our lime juice in. Just a good healthy dose of it. If you got fresh ones, even better. fresh lime. Mix all that up again. Man, it's going to be good, I'm telling you. Okay, I'll put a little of our Japanese chili paste in. Just a little bit. Just to add a little heat to it. And if you're not a big hot person, don't put it in. And Mrs. Wages does make it like a medium one too, so if you don't like the hot one, don't have to use that. Okay, I'm just going to add just a little bit of olive oil. Mix it up. And last but not least, we're putting our cilantro in there. Man, I love cilantro. If you got salsa, you gotta have some cilantro in it. Just adds that freshness to it. I love it. I can eat it on just about anything. If you're not a cilantro person, don't put it in there. But I love it. I like a lot of it too. Okay. Okay, we'll mix that in there too. I think I might add just a little more cilantro in there. Okay, we add our extra cilantro in there. And there you have it, folks. I'm telling you, this is way better than store-bought salsa. Way better than, you know, canned salsa that you get from a, you know, homegrown salsa that they make their own. It just tastes way better because of the canning process takes so much of the flavor away that when you eat it fresh like this, it's so much better. So I'm going to stick a chip in there and see what it tastes like. Here we go. Man, look at that. Tomato, onion, cilantro. Mmm. Man, is that good. Mmm. I'm telling you, folks, you gotta try this. Very good. Give it a try. I hope you enjoy it. Till next time, tight lines, and we'll catch you later.